I gotta get me a Titans jacket because it's cold up here and I'm going to have a jacket. Welcome to Titans PIO. Preseason, in-season, off-season. Titan coverage all year round. The Tennessee Titans will be taking on the Colts yet again in a game that I'm going to be completely honest with you, we are probably going to lose. And that's okay because in my last video, I constantly said I want to see improvements. And that is what I want to see. Improvements. More than necessarily a win. Now, don't get me wrong. I want to win. Truly, that would be great. I'd rather win every game we have left and possibly make a miracle run or something. But I'm talking about for the future. I want to see improvements, and that is the key for this game. Can we improve? Let's be honest. The Colts, they're a good team. I mean, they are killing it right now. And we are the complete opposite. I don't believe anybody with any common sense is really thinking we can win this game. The Colts, they are just too good right now. They are on fire, they're hot, and they're not going to be slowing down anytime soon. So unfortunately for us, that is what we're going up against. So what do I want to see in this game? Well, first off, I want to see Cam Ward, of course, to make improvements and stuff like that. But the main thing on him is no more turnovers or fumbles. I'm not going to sit here and act like he's a turnover machine or anything like that, but he does need to clean that up, and he knows it, so hopefully that does get cleared up. The main thing I want to see, and this is something I said a few weeks ago, and I've been saying basically ever since, is I want to see a continuation of the young guys, a continuation of us pushing the young guys forward. Chimere DK had a great game last week, and I want him to even have a better game this week. I want to see Alec Eilmanor start to maybe actually start doing more. He's kind of slacked off a little bit. I'm not saying it in a bad way, but, he just needs to be more productive. And the wide receiver room is a very interesting thing right now because we lost Lockett because he wanted out, and we have Calvin Ridley hurt, and I think Bryce Oliver is hurt too. So the wide receiver room is very We did just bring up Mason Kinsey from practice squad. And if you're like me, you're screaming, why will you not put Restrepo in? At this point, I think they just hate the guy. They must legit just hate him, and it's just trying to torture him at this point. There's no other reason, because this organization does not understand how logic works. And let me explain real quick. The fans want to see Xavier Restrepo. The fans want to see him and Cam Ward have a connection again. Even if those things do not happen, even if he goes out there, there's no connection, he's just terrible. Okay, well, just put him out there for the fans. I mean, you're losing the fans constantly. You're making the fans mad constantly. Can you try to do something to make us happy? I mean, is it that hard to understand? And look, if it was, well, we're trying to put the best players in to win games, you're not winning games. Stop that. Stop acting like it matters to you. We have won one game this season, and even that game is debated to be a fluke or not. Don't act like you're doing the best thing for the team. Just put him in to shut us up. That's all you have to do. But anyway, so we have Mason Kinsey. The whole thing I'm trying to say is we need to focus on the young guys. I know I read that Winston Jr. is going to get more playing time, and that's what I want to see on both sides of the ball. It's not just offense. I want every young player to get more snaps, more playing time, try to grow as a player, to try to give them as much experience as needed, because let's be honest, this whole season now is preparing for the future. Now, as much as I would like to have a miracle run where we win every game we have left and we somehow make it into the playoffs, that's probably not going to happen. So let's really be honest and look towards the future. We have some great young players, Gunnar Helm, Olafemi Adejo. These are young guys with all the others I mentioned that need some playing time, that need to harness their skills to get better, because they're going to be here for a few more years at least. And when it comes to older guys that are veterans, other than Jeffrey Simmons, a lot of those guys are on one-year deal, contracts, stuff like that. They're not going to be here for a long time. So we need to try to actually just shift this season from let's just try to win a game to let's try to elevate our young players. So I think it's very important to focus on the young players to get them as much playing time as possible. And to be honest with you, they are good. Chimere DK has shown how good he is this year. We have had flashes from Alec Eilmanor. Olafemi Adejo has been okay. He needs to improve, but he's a rookie. I'm not going to put a lot of pressure on them necessarily. Gunnar Helm, though, has actually really been productive this year. So we have some great young guys, so I want to see more from them. And that doesn't just mean rookies we drafted this year. I'm also talking about Sweat. I want to see more from Sweat this game. He came back last week. He was very slow to get productive. Towards the end there, it seemed like he got his footing back. Maybe that's all it was, just kind of like, a little bit rusty. He needs to step up big time, so we need to see some improvement from him. But anyway, so let's talk about the game itself. I don't think we're going to win this game, but it is possible. Now, hear me out. Even though the Colts are way better than us, and yes, we have a lot of problems, we seen a spark last week. In that first half, we seen some life. We seen a quicker tempo, no huddles. We seen better play calling, which is amazing. And if we can bring that into this game and the Colts maybe just feeling kind of relaxed, that can be to our advantage. It's a home game for the Colts. Probably haven't been paying attention to us since week 4. And so to them, they may think they can just walk all over us. We need to use that to our advantage. We need to come in hot. We need to come in with the mentality of we're going to strike first and strike hard. Basically pop them and get them off balance so we can continue to control the game. That's the only way we're going to win, is by controlling the tempo of the game. We need to have the mentality of, even if we have an early lead, we need to have the mentality of we're 10 points behind the whole game. No matter what. No matter if we're winning, we need to have the mentality of we're behind. We never need to let up. This is a game against a good team that we need to just put the foot on the pedal and never let up. The only way we can beat the Colts is if we strike first and knock them off balance. That is basically the only way we're going to win this game. We need to be hustling. One thing the Titans have done terrible this year, and I don't know if it's just because they haven't been excited at all, is the slow jogging, the slow pace, getting on the field, off the field. It's like they've just been real slow. We need to be fast-paced the whole game. This needs to be a turnaround game. And it can be. It can be a game where we get our footing straight. Does that make any sense what I'm saying? Basically what I'm trying to say is just don't go in there dragging your feet. That's the one thing we cannot do, is drag our feet. The last time we played the Colts, players literally said they seen our players out there and was like, oh, they don't want to be here. They just feel like they already lost the game. They knew before the ball even was snapped that they had won the game. We need to show them something different. We should go out there and they need to be like, hey guys, I thought we already played these guys once. They look different, don't they? They actually look like they want to be here. Boys, we might actually need to take them serious. That's what we need. We need to show them that we're not going to come out here and just lay down because we're a bad team and we've had a bad season. We need to show fight. And that is something the Titans need right now, is a fight. They need to fight. They need to have that flame in them. The little flame around our logo, this little flame here, we need to have that fire inside us that we're not going to lay down. We're not going to quit. We're not losers. Yeah, we had a bad season. A lot of things didn't go our way, but we're not done yet. Okay? Even if the season was completely mathematically impossibly over, which it about is, doesn't matter. We should come out and be like, you know what? We're going to make you fight for every game the rest of this season. No matter who you are, no matter how good you are, it doesn't matter. We're going to fight, and we're going to make you earn those wins if we even let you have one. That's the mentality we need moving forward. We need a new identity as a team, not just for players' faces. I'm talking about as a team. We need a new culture. We need a new way of playing. By the end of this year, I want people to say we made the best turnaround. And look, it might not mean nothing for this season, but if we can get going now, that means next year we can make a difference. So anyways, do I think we're going to win? No, but can we? Yes, we just have to want it. Anyway, so tell me what you think. Do you think the Titans are going to go out there and just lay down like they did last time, or do you think we're going to have a fight in this that we desperately need? Whatever it is, let me know in the comments. Always be respectful, and as always, tighten up.